Look, I think what Red Bull's doing is a disgrace. It's hurting the sport and it's driving fans away. Nobody wants to see them run away with this, and I think if they're so good, then they can drive Hasses for the rest of the season. See if they can win in that. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to Forza Ferrari. It is the Hungarian Grand Prix today, the second last race before the summer break. And yeah, it's just gotten away from us these last few races, hasn't it? Probably not our greatest races, and Red Bull taking advantage. It's over 100 points now in the constructors. They're first and second in the drivers. Giovinazzi's title challenge has just fallen in a heap. And yeah, we need to try and turn things around very quickly. We need them to just drive a Haas. I think, as I said in the intro, if they're so good, let's see them within that. But yeah, it is just slipping away from us ever so slightly. Now, nothing too much has happened off the track. We are still developing. If we go to car here, we're still working on our developments. We'll have these underfloor front wing and suspension for after the summer break when we come back at Zandvoort, I think it is. So yeah, we're just kind of treading water a little bit here, hoping that this works out for us. Now, it's an ATA qualifying weekend, which means the hard Q1, medium Q2, soft Q3. The tyre allocation's different when you hand tyres back, which I never fully get my head around, but that's fine. So red sector 1, blue sector 2, yellow is sector 3. No rain either, you may have noticed there, which is good. Sections by speed, a lot of medium, low speed corners, not too much high speed stuff, and not too much straights as well. So low and medium speed corners is what you want. Time considerations, you don't lose a great deal of time in the pits, just over 20 seconds, and a safety car does help a little bit. Expected strategies is the two-stop, and the compound performance we can see there. The soft tyre is that's actually not that much of a difference, is it, in truth? So soft tyre is maybe good-ish, but I'm wondering if what you actually want is two mediums and a soft. So I might try and save a medium tyre if I can. And that doesn't bode well, does it? Red Bull's won here every season so far. So, yeah, hooray for them. What are our performance targets? Reach Q2. As I've said before, you'd like to think we could do a little bit better than that. One car in the top 4 would be a nice place to be. Let's go for fastest lap, why not? And then we need a car in the top 6 in the qualifying, car in the top 6 in the race, and we'll get some bonus money as well. So that's all good news. Let's head off to Hungary. And there we go, confirmation of the weather. I'll go and do some free practice, and I'll see you for qualifying. Alright, so we've done free practice. It went fairly well, I've got to say. FP1, we can see here, we were down the bottom, did the whole session on the same set of hard tyres. So that hopefully explains a little bit of that. FP2, it was 10th for Piastri, 11th for Giovinazzi. So that was, again, not too bad. And then FP3, Oscar Piastri stuck it up there, albeit on a soft tyre, but up there in 3rd. And Giovinazzi was down there in 16th. But when it comes to setups, I think Piastri was 99, but Giovinazzi was 100. There we go, as we can see there. So it is a hard tie-up for the first qualifying session here. It shouldn't be a problem for us. So hopefully I don't need to come rushing back to show you a second run. So indeed, it was absolutely no problem. But look at this. Max Verstappen out. Now, cheekily, it was completely by accident. I promise it was completely by accident. I released Giovinazzi just doing a second run right into his path into turn 1. And then Tsunoda did exactly the same thing on his second run. So he's out. And it's not an easy track to overtake at. So this is a big, big opportunity for us now. Alright, now the plan here for Q2 is to just do the one run. I want to try and save medium tyres for the race. So hopefully no one gets in our way here. Maybe just back it off a little bit. Is Perez going to get out of the way? It's a good area to catch him there. So Giovinazzi has done a 15.9. That's not a spectacular lap. Piastri does a 14.6. So Giovinazzi's going to have to go again here, isn't he? Alright, so we're going on the same set of tyres, because again I want to try and save tyres as much as we can. We've got cars coming out of the pits here. We're going to get past them. We are, so we should have a clean lap. He needs to make this count, this Gio, otherwise, I mean, we should still have time to go again. It would mean, though, using up one of what I'm hoping will be 2 new sets of mediums for the race. He's done a green first sector, so that is good. We can see Piastri is safe. He's ahead of Russell, 10th off of Ocon. So that should be fine. He has gone green. Hopefully he can finish off the lap here. I don't think this McLaren's going to get in our way. And what can Giovinazzi do? He has... Oh, geez, he's only got 9.
So you are P9.
It would be such a Giovinazzi thing to do, to have Verstappen knocked out earlier than him do the same thing. Alright, so new set of mediums on. We've got to go again because he is currently outside looking in. Come on, Gio. He's already compromised his race at this point. This means one lap hopefully won't make too much of a difference. But it's not ideal. We've got cars in the way up here as well. Which is not ideal. Did we lose time there? It's questionable whether we did. We did do a green first sector. I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight we should have just done the new tyre run for the second run. It's just kind of getting out of the way. Yes, it is. Green again. We only need a couple of tenths. So it should, if he's gone green, it should get him inside. It's just what's everybody else doing. So Giovinazzi, oh, he's gone second, so he's good.
Okay, currently P2.
So he made us stress a little bit, but we got the job done in the end. Just noticed the Haas got through as well, which is very unusual. So well done to Zane Maloney on that. But anyway, on to Q3. Let's see where we're going to be starting from. Alright, so I was hoping to only need to do one run, again, saving tyres for the race, but both cars, I'm assuming, got traffic, because we're not a second and a half off the pace with both cars. So, a lot of pressure on us here. How far up can we get? George Russell is currently 7th, but he will be on a lap again, so we'll see what happens. We're going to have a little bit of traffic coming up shortly here. It's Norris, I think, in the Mercedes, who's currently fastest, and has little motivation to get out of the way, and hopefully, though, he will. And looks like he is. So Giovinazzi's gone green. Let's have a quick look back at Piastri. He's gone green. Is Norris going to get out of his way? Doesn't look like it's going to be an issue, although just we clicked away there, maybe it was becoming an issue. Only 8th. Only 8th for Giovinazzi. Piastri, thankfully, goes 3rd. But what is wrong with Giovinazzi's qualifying? And in fact, it's 10th for Giovinazzi because Bottas stuck in a lap and went 8th. So one decent qualifying performance, one absolute piece of rubbish. Now, Giovinazzi actually went slower the longer that session went on and did his best lap on a hard tyre. So that does make you wonder, is a hard tyre the tyre for Giovinazzi, perhaps? Now, we're going to have a look. What tyres do we have available to us here? We had to hand back a new set of softs. Why did we have to do that? So we've got a new hard, a new medium, and a used set of softs. So that pretty much dictates, although we've got 2 pretty good mediums. So probably want to do medium, soft. Could we get away with that perhaps with Giovinazzi? The answer to that is pretty much no, isn't it? So, alright, so my thought process with Giovinazzi, given that he's down the field a little bit, we push on a soft tyre, come in earlier, go onto a hard, sort of run that as long as we can, and then go onto a medium. I mean, the other option is, could we do a medium at the start, really push that, and then have a soft tyre, decent one if we get a safety car towards the end or something. Maybe that is a way to go for us. Yeah, we can extend then just that little bit more, can't we? Yeah, alright, so let's do that with Giovinazzi. Now, let's have a look at Piastri. He has softs and mediums and hards. Now, we know that he tends to struggle a little bit on his tyres, does Oscar. So do we, with him, go medium, hard, and again we have the option of a soft tyre towards the end, if and when we need to do that. He could push a hard tyre a little bit as well. So let's try that. Yeah, we're just struggling a little bit right now for pace, aren't we? But we'll see if this works. Alright, welcome back, and yeah, I mean, I say we're struggling for pace. Piastri's doing fine. It doesn't feel like we're a lot of soft tyres here. It just doesn't feel like we're quite doing what we need to do enough, which is always frustrating. Giovinazzi will need to be aggressive when he's overtaking here, because this first stint needs to be a really good one from him. He's held position off the line. Now, given how many soft tyre runners there are, a couple of hards in there as well. Holding position is not bad. Piastri has actually gained a position though, so he's got ahead of Russell, which is good for him. Now both our guys started on their used set of mediums, so we'll have a new set to go on to when the time comes for that. And then yeah, we'll just kind of have to see how we go here. Let's see if we can go and get a move. I think it's probably important we get the hard tyre runner out of the way nice and early. We've done that, so well done. Oh, he's hitting. You can tell he's hitting because his tyres are gone. Now, it's probably going to be just a play on, I would have thought.
Pushing a bit too hard at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's Tsunoda's fault, isn't it? Get out of the way. You've lost the position. The issue, though, of course, as I said, is that's taking extra life out of Giovinazzi's tyres, which we really didn't need. So that is already starting to hurt what we want to do, unfortunately. Piastri will need to just be a little bit careful on his tyres, even though he's already lost the back of the DRS. He's pulled out the DRS on Russell as well. So, not an ideal start to the race.
Caution on the battery.
But still a long way to go. 70 laps as well. Well, you're not going to believe this. He's done the exact same thing again with the exact same consequence. And this time he really has knackered his tyres. So he'll be coming in this lap.
Thoughts on tyres?
I guess we'll be coming in for a hard tyre. Then we're going to have to make an extra stop here. So, alright, so I think it's what we're going to have to do with Giovinazzi. I tried to see if we get home on hard, and it was very, very marginal, and I just think we'll lose too much time. So we'll make the extra stop. We'll come in this lap, and it's just going to be a bit of a mess. Alright, so here he comes. In we go. It's going to be a bad stop to add insult to injury. Not terrible. So we'll take that. And if you're wondering about Piastri, he got overtaken by Russell, but he's doing a decent job hanging on to him now. So, yeah, it's okay at one side of the garage. The other side is, as we've come to see in recent races, we can't get both cars in a good position, can we? Alright, now we're just kind of in no man's land here with Piastri. Now, I'm sort of trying to balance things up here as we've got another soft-tyred car coming past. With how much of what we're doing lacking a little bit of pace is because there's soft-tyred cars around us. How much of it is just that Piastri is just not particularly quick, and do we need to be on, you know, softer tyres pushing harder than what we were initially planning as Leclerc gets an overtake done, which is, Giovinazzi gets an overtake done. So I'm toying with the idea of making an extra stop and avoiding the hard tyres with Piastri. I don't really know if that is the best way to go. I mean, if we look at lap times and we're on older tyres now, but he's sort of pushes, there's a lot of quicker cars coming behind him as well. I feel like if we do what we're doing, we'll probably end up 5th, 6th, 7th. If we attack a little bit more, is there more chance of us being a little bit higher up? It would probably rely on some well-timed safety cars as well. What I'm thinking of doing, because these soft tyre runners will need to come in soon. Where are we here? They're getting towards the end. And we were on used mediums as well, so that's going to take a little bit off of our pace. But these guys in front are quite a bit quicker than us. That's Verstappen coming, no doubt, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's very quickly turning into a bit of a disaster, isn't it? What looked like it was going to be a really good race for us with Verstappen out in Q1 has very quickly taken a turn for the worst here. And with that, we're starting to get some cars coming into the pit. So Stroll was the first one to jump. If we look at lap times, Giovinazzi's doing decent lap times, sort of matching more or less Piastri on a hard tyre that he can push that little bit more. So I'm wondering if instead of this, we come in a couple of laps time, put on the hard tyre and just see how that goes. And then if we want to go a medium or a soft here, this is a medium with sort of being aggressive on it. So I'm increasing now. Obviously, now I'm wondering if that's maybe the way to go. Just looking at Giovinazzi's pace, perhaps that is a good option for Piastri being on a more durable tyre, and then it gives us options. Excuse me, the longer that we go, whether we then go to say a soft medium at the end, or whether we sort of stay on the hard as long as possible and then go on the softest tyre we have. Maybe that's the way to go here. We're coming back at them though, when we're pushing these tyres a little bit more. Yeah, we are coming back, so that's good. Suppose. Alright, so this is going to be Piastri's in-lap. I'm not sure if the cars in front are going to pit or not. Verstappen is behind us. That's so depressing. We are, I think, going to go into a hard tyre. I forget what I actually ended up doing. But I think that was the plan. So let's see what we get here. Sainz has come in as well. And let's see, did I put a hard on? Looks like a hard, yeah it is. So we go 2.3, nice stop. And so we can push that now. I think we're seeing from Giovinazzi that we can push it, and it's going to get us some, some decent lap times. He's come out in 9th, which is not bad. And Tsunoda's right behind him though. But yeah, so we'll see. We're 25 seconds off the lead. It was either 21 second stop. So yeah, we'll push on a bit here and see where that leads us. Norris and yeah, so there's a couple of medium tyre runners here that are going to go a little ways into the race now. But Giovinazzi just maybe playing himself back in a little bit here. He'll go up to what, 12th? With Maloney in front, who we should be able to get the better of. And Ocon has come out just ahead of Piastri. Alright, so Norris has come out of the pits and he's right in front of Oscar Piastri. So that's worked out quite well somehow. He must have had a bad stop, surely. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. I was watching Giovinazzi and yeah, we've come out right with Lando Norris. So we're ahead of him now. And yeah, not sure how that's happened, but yeah, Piastri is just racing himself back into contention here. And then, like I say, we'll see how far we can go here and make a decision on what we do towards the end. And then Giovinazzi, I think I'm going to have another change of strategy here, and we'll go on to, we have a more or less new set of hard tyres. I think we'll go on to that, push those, and then see whether we want a medium or a soft at the end. So, yeah, we're going to try and dig Giovinazzi out of the hole he put himself in. Russell is coming to the pits. We are going to get in front of him, are we? Yes, we do, with Piastri, or do we? That's Norris coming past, isn't it? So, yeah, Giovinazzi just got past Tsunoda now as well. So Giovinazzi is alright back in the points, although he is... Oh, he was back in the points. That felt a little bit like it was Tsunoda induced. Nope, never mind. He's done it all by himself. What a muppet. So never mind, Giovinazzi is not back in the points. He is 15th now. What an idiot. Alright, we're bringing Giovinazzi in this lap. He's losing time now, so we're going to bring him on, put him into another set of hards, and we're going to absolutely belt these hards as fast as we can. And try and just make up some ground. Now, he does have some damage from the I think it was the second incident as much as the first one. So yeah, we'll, whether that contributed to the spin or not, I don't know, but we're going to absolutely just go at these tyres. And then we'll see where that puts us. We need to... The reason I'm doing it now as well is everybody's tyres are just, for the most part, there's obviously some exceptions, but they're just starting to get a little tired. Now, we're not that much better off because they're an old set, but my plan here, and I almost went onto a set of softs, but decided against that. So we'll just, yeah, go as hard as we can, hopefully, not stick it in the weeds again. And... yeah, I mean, he's got himself back into the race once. If he can do it for a second time, I don't know if it's impressive or infuriating, but Tsunoda's just got past. Alright, so we are halfway through this race. Piastri has done a really good job. Norris sort of initially skipped away from him, but he's done a really good job closing the gap back down, as Verstappen just sets rapid times out of nowhere. So we will, yeah, we'll try and maybe... just ease off the tyres a little bit here. Make sure we're staying within the DRS range. And we're just going to drop out of that, aren't we? So never mind, we can't take too much liberty on the tyres there. I think the Red Bulls have both stepped up the pace recently because it was a 12-second gap not that long ago. You can see it's down to 9 seconds now. Giovinazzi is caught up with a Haas, so well done to him. And yeah, it's... I can't even look at him right now. Anyway, so yeah, halfway through, Norris has woken up, so never mind. That was temporarily exciting, but he's put his foot down again, and Yeah, I mean, it's two Alpines, an Aston Martin and a Mercedes in front of us. So in terms of the constructors, we're actually not doing too much damage right now, but we need to be back at the front, don't we? We've just lost whatever it is that we had is gone. So hopefully these upgrades that are coming for the second half of the season, yeah, they need to make a big difference, don't they? Because we're nowhere right now. Alright, so I've made my decision with Piastri. We're going to go soft to the end. The medium is not going to really get him there. Now, I'm looking at the gap. It was, what, 22 seconds, was it, conservatively for a pit stop? So that brings us out roughly with Pacher right now. I'm hoping that we can give ourselves a little bit more. We'll really push these tyres to the end. Give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room, which means we'll come out in 8th with 2 stop to make, but soft tyres to the end, and sort of see where that brings us out. We should, I would hope and imagine, be no worse than 8th. Yeah, I mean, we could go into a medium and sort of struggle our way home, but I just don't think he has the pace to do that, Piastri. Maybe that's the sensible thing to do. But yeah, and then with Giovinazzi, we'll get to here, we'll go on a medium and just see what he can do. I mean, he's a disaster anyway, so yeah, I'll probably change my mind and stick Piastri on a medium if we have, because we do have a new medium. But we'll see. I'll come back when I make that decision, which will probably be when we literally have to stick the tyres on. Alright, so as expected, I've changed my mind. We're sticking a medium tyre on. I just think he can maybe get to the end and it saves us a pit stop. I was wondering with Giovinazzi too, I meant to say this, I did have him on, as you saw at the start there, attacking high aggressive overtakes. So I took that off. I wondered if that was part of the reason why, 2 overtakes in a row ended up in a bit of a disaster for us. So maybe that was the problem. I guess, I mean, it must have been a part of it, mustn't it? So we'll see. Hopefully, 2.2 for Piastri. That's a very, very nice stop. And we will get out. Do we get out ahead of Stroll? Would have been nice to leapfrog him, but unfortunately not. And he's got a fully charged battery, so we can go and have a dig at that now. He won't be able to push too hard. We will deploy, I think, on these outlaps and try and get as far as we can. And then we can probably look to push on Giovinazzi now towards his pit stop as well. Though in truth, it doesn't really matter what he does it? He's just put himself in quite the big hole. He's 6 seconds behind a McLaren, which is not ideal. Alright, so we've got action happening now. The 2 Alpines have come in. Presumably they're going to stack. It looks like there was a little bit of a hold-up. Now, are we going to get out in front of both of them? Have they come out into a soft tyre? That's going to be the next question, isn't it? No, they're on mediums, albeit better mediums than us. But Stroll is just there on a hard tyre. Norris, I'm not sure what he's going to come out on, as Giovinazzi is now coming in for his final stop. He'll be going on to a medium. Let's see what we get out of him. It's roughly what we would expect, the way his day's been going. So he loses another 2 seconds. It's been... Oh, should we just retire the car? It's been that sort of day for him, hasn't it? Unbelievable. No, he's not going to be able to push quite that hard, but he can certainly have a go to the end, I would have thought. And yeah, Piastri is that far off what will be the lead of the race. Everybody owes us a stop, don't they? Yeah. The 2 Red Bulls and Norris. So Piastri is just quietly putting in a very, very nice race indeed here. Very good. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. What has happened? Virtual safety car.
Big crash there.
Let's charge up everything. DRS is disabled.
Now we've an incident
Magnussen
here.
is
Kevin
out.
Magnussen, it looks like.
Okay,
So a
VSC
virtual
deployed.
safety car
VSC
doesn't
deployed.
back everything up. If we were to get a safety car, Piastri would be in for a set of soft tyres nice and quickly, but virtual safety car, I don't think that's going to quite work out for him. Verstappen is pit. Russell has stayed out. So it's a cheap stop for Verstappen, which is annoying, but doesn't really affect us too badly. Alright, so virtual safety car has ended. We've got a little bit that we've saved up during that, so we're going to have a go. Now, we do have Ocon right behind us. I've told Piastri to defend. Not always, but, you know, partially. We want to try, and if we can, get George Russell between us and him. We've got the old-fashioned DRS train here, though, which is not helping our cause. Oh, here come... Oh, did we make contact there? I don't think he did. If we could get Stroll in this, that would be a nice little bonus, wouldn't it? Him and his hard tyres. I mean, Stroll in front is the effective lead of the race. Now, Ocon behind is rapid. But... Come on, Oscar. Let's go and do this. He's looking a bit vulnerable here, his old Lance. Russell's done fastest lap of the race. And it's another virtual safety car. I'm not sure why this time. But we're back where we... Oh. It's that sort of day for Giovinazzi, is it?
A crash! There's been a crash!
Oh, he's all by himself again. And he's probably destroyed everything. Hopefully, engine, gearbox, all that kind of stuff is safe in that one. Alright, so virtual safety car is ending. George Russell came in under that to stop, so we've got both Red Bulls on soft tyres, which is going to be a bit of a problem for us. We've got Alpines behind us on better tyres, but we've got Lance Stroll in front of us on hard tyres. I'm wondering if Norris is going to try and go to the end. And I really, really, really want to try and get past Lance Stroll here. He's not going to have the protection of a DRS train. And if we can get him, hopefully... I mean, it's a part of me, do we do like the old Carlos Sainz at Singapore trick and just keep a DRS train behind us so that nobody can get... can't get past Stroll, they can't get past us kind of thing. But I don't think we want to play that game. Can we go and stick it up the inside? Go on, Oscar. Alright, we don't have that much tyre life to spare here, so I'm going to be a little bit careful. I would very much, though, like to try and break the DRS to him. And we can push the fuel. We've got heaps of that. Norris is, I mean, he is still technically the leader, but surely he's going to stop and Stroll's come back at us. On his hard tyre. Oh, this is going to be a stressful one to the end, isn't it? And here come the Red Bulls. It's a good race, isn't it? It is a good race. Alright, here we go. We're going to get down the outside. We should have another dose of DRS, and that should be that done. So we go up into second. Ocon is gone. But I wonder what sort of lap times we can do relative to Stroll when he's behind us. And can we keep him behind us and have him keep the Red Bulls behind him? That would be the ideal scenario here, wouldn't it? I was looking at the gap back to Gasly and wondering, should we come in? But you know, put a set of soft tyres on. I probably had that brainwave a smidgen too late for it to be actually worth doing, because we wouldn't make the time back from the pit stop, I don't think. I mean, we wouldn't do now, but even at the time, I don't think we would have. So, yeah, the trick now is, let's say we're going to try and do the Carlos Sainz. There's no way to actually tell Piastri to do that, of course. But, I mean, no, that was with DRS down the straight, wasn't it? With being a second faster. But we don't actually want to pull away here, because what we want is for Stroll to... If Verstappen gets past Stroll, then we're in some serious trouble, I dare say. Although their tyres are going to be getting older, but our tyres are absolutely destroyed. Ah, this is so tense. It's so tense. I think this is probably the best way to watch it, isn't it? Because the action is definitely happening behind us. And look at this. Look at the train. Come on, Oscar. Can he do it? We do have extra fuel to burn, so that's good. Tyres are going to be the concern. There's going to be still 4 laps to go. And we're looking a little dicey here, but it's a long way around. That's going to be trouble as well. So we're good. That's another lap, more or less, ticked off. Oh, don't let him pass. Stroll, don't you let him pass. Don't you let him pass. Yellow flag. Safety car to the end. No. Oh, here comes... Look at Verstappen. He's all over the back of Stroll. Maybe that's what we want to be watching rather than Piastri there. Stroll, don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Oh, chop the nose off. Good job, mate. Good job. And now the Red Bulls are fighting. 3 laps to go. And we've still managed to keep Stroll in our DRS. Come on, Oscar. Look at the tyres, 34%. They're not going to make it. Oh, now we've got Stroll all over us again. I hope you guys... this is a fantastic racing. I'm on the edge of my seat here. I wonder if can we go on board with Stroll maybe, or do we want to see the Red Bulls behind? Come on, Oscar. 2 laps to go. Tyres destroyed. We've only got to survive the DRS zone one more time. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. He got a good run there, didn't he? The fuel and then sort of being able to sort of go right in, no lift and coast, is probably what's saving us right now. As there go the tyres into the hurt zone. 1 lap to go as we come around to start this lap coming. Ocon has just driven off into the distance. Now, is this lap traffic that we can see in front of us? I think it is. It's Albon. Now, is it going to interfere with us? This is it. This could be it. Oh, he's catching us. No, 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 no! Deploy! Go and get him back, Oscar. Oh, he was so close to doing it. Can he hold out for a podium now? Can he keep the Red Bulls behind? Can he get the position back? I think we've learnt before we don't want to have no errs coming out of the last corner because that's bitten us before. Always defend. That's gone. That's gone. Oh, no! And he's got us as well. Maybe we shouldn't have been defending there because we went to the inside and just let him go around the outside. Are we going to hold Verstappen behind us? We are. It's 4th place for Piastri. Cracking race, wasn't it? We did beat Verstappen. Russell got us in the end.
Did a super job there. Well done.
But Giovinazzi, what a disaster he was. So, in truth, quite a good drive from Piastri, wasn't it? Really well done. Down a place, but I think we can forgive him that. And then, yeah, Giovinazzi just went from bad to worse to out. So that makes it very difficult to win a Drivers' Championship when you're not finishing races. That's 2 now. He hasn't finished in the last 3, I think. And Red Bull pull out that gap even further. So Alpine, they could be coming on strong here, couldn't they? So there we go. That is that. The next race is Belgium. It'll be the last race before the winter break. Did we do any major damage to the powertrain? No, I don't think that's any worse than it has been, is it? What's the engine? So that he's probably due a new one next race anyway. So there we go. Giovinazzi, what do we do with him? What's he good for? Unbelievable. I'll see you next one in Belgium, and hopefully there we can get some... there wasn't a bad result for Piastri, I suppose, but maybe tyre strategy just a little bit off. Take care.